All right, Napoleon here. We're here to talk about Elon Musk and how he's become the world's first trillionaire, the richest man in history, I believe. Now, there are two different reactions that I see. A lot of people are congratulating him. A lot of people are saying that it's a good thing. And then you have the usual suspects, the unwashed socialists, the brown communists, coping and seething about it, saying that we shouldn't have trillionaires and the government should come in and put a cap on how much money someone should make. And these reactions have made me notice something, that all the hate just comes from below, right? Look at all the people criticizing Elon Musk for being rich. Look at them. Would you trade places with any of them? Probably not. Why? Because they have so much hatred in their heart. When they see someone who's successful, they immediately have it. Their immediate reaction is just to hate when they see success. It's crazy. It's very feminine behavior, if we're being honest. Men, men like to see other men succeed. Like when I see my friends succeed, I'm not threatened by that, I say, congratulations. I hope to get there one day. When my friends see me succeed, they tell me congratulations. And it's like that. I like to see other men succeed. These people criticizing Elon Musk, they don't like to see anyone succeed. Why? Because it's just cool nowadays to just hate greatness. When you see a great athlete, a lot of people's immediate reaction is just like, oh, he takes steroids. Oh, he's a cheater. Oh, he paid off the ref. When you see a handsome actor these days, I don't know who. I don't really watch TV that much. But when you see a handsome actor, a lot of people are like, oh, he's on Ozempic, or he has plastic surgery. We as a society just hate greatness, and when we do see someone great, we try to undermine it. And this video isn't about politics. I'm not really a political guy. It's just more so the study of the fact that today, people just hate greatness. Whereas back in the day, people used to want to be great. People used to want to be the best. People used to want to be rich and successful. Nowadays, it seems like it's uncool to do it, right? And going back to Elon Musk, a lot of these communists and socialists are saying that you should put a cap on how much money someone should make. They have this slogan that they all thought up of. Trillionaires shouldn't exist. And I'm just here saying, okay, let's say we put a money cap on how much money someone can make. And the government takes the surplus amount of money. What would the government do with that surplus amount of money, right? Think about it. Donate more money to Israel? Would they go and blow up more little girl schools in Iran? Like, what would the government do with that extra money, right? Donate it to Africa, where they can go from mud huts to wooden cabins? It's just like, I'd rather Elon Musk have the money, right? A man who's trying to push humanity forwards. He's trying to innovate. He's trying to take us to Mars. He's basically like a real-life Tony Stark, right? He's like a science fiction superhero. I'd rather him have the money than the government. The government has a lot of money and they waste a lot of money. That's why we're so far in debt, because the government just doesn't know how to spend money. It's ridiculous. But like I said, this isn't political. This is a study based on how Elon Musk is objectively one of the greatest living human beings. And I'm saying that in terms of like status and influence, right? History will remember him as someone who pushed humanity forward. He's basically like the modern day Christopher Columbus. And that checks out because the same people who hate Elon Musk also hate Christopher Columbus. But it goes to show that it's kind of scary that we're living in a world where people want the government to have so much control and so much regulations, even controlling how much money someone can make. That's ridiculous. That's like Atlas Shrugged level of government corruption and overreach. It's ridiculous. And I'm reading Atlas Shrugged right now, and I can tell you it doesn't end well, right? And a lot of people just don't realize how much work it takes to be great. Like Elon Musk, he works 24 hours a day, basically. And I see this comment a lot where people are like, oh, Elon Musk needs to donate his money to homeless people and battered wives or homeless LGBT people, whatever. And I'm just here saying, if you're Elon Musk, what would you rather go down in the history books for? Being a science fiction superhero and taking humanity to Mars, or blowing money on homeless people who are just gonna waste the money anyway. Because let's just be honest. Can we just stop with the cope and CD for a second? There's a reason why homeless people are homeless, right? It's not because they lack housing. It's because they don't know how to spend money. It's because they aren't functioning members of society, right? That's why they're living on the streets and not in a dorm, or not with their friends, or not with their parents, or not with their family, whatever. Because they're not functioning members of society. And throwing money at homeless people isn't going to solve the problem. I thought we would have known that already in the year of our Lord 2026, but people are still thinking so simple that, oh, just give homeless people a house. That's all it takes. No. But yeah, going back to the main point, it's just sad to see that people just hate greatness, objective greatness. Like, being the richest man in history, that's objectively pretty great, and that's objectively respectable. Like I said, you don't even have to like his politics, but I think every man should at least respect it, because it's just feminine to hate on. It's a feminine trait to hate on another man for his success. Women hate each other based on their success. Women get jealous. Women get catty. Women get backstabbing. Guys should not be backstabbing each other. Guys should not be catty and jealous. They should look at a man succeed and be like, okay, I respect that. I'm inspired by it. Let's go. Because there's either one of two things you could do with Elon Musk. You can either be inspired by him, or you can seed and cope about it. I choose to be inspired, right? I choose to be like, yeah, respect. It's as simple as that. But yeah, if you're hating Elon Musk just for making money, then you're probably low test. You're probably lazy. You're probably a stoner. And all this different kind of stuff. I could go on, but I don't want to be too harsh, right? Come on, guys, get your testosterone up. Let's get out there. Come on, guys. We as men are supposed to compete. We can't just be seating in our basements. We got to get out there and compete. We got to make opportunities happen. All right, but that's all I got for you guys today. I'm done doing tricks on it for Elon Musk. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Go out, be great, be selfish. Peace.